Hey fight fans, welcome back to another Top 10 Countdown here on Boxing Legends TV.
Somebody gonna have to dethrone me. I proved that I'm the best.
Today we'll be taking a look at some of the most embarrassing moments in boxing. We hope you have both hands spare because you'll likely need to shield your face from the amount of cringe you're about to witness. Coming in at number 10, we have the awkward moment when the HBO commentator Max Kellerman joined Chris Algieri's trainer at ringside to get his analysis on the ongoing fight between his fighter Chris Algieri and Manny Pacquiao in round 9.
What was going to change?
I'll tell you after. He's going to put him to sleep here in a few minutes. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him go in one more round. I got him in the cage right now. I'm going to let him out the cage.
The plan is to have Algieri knock Pacquiao out.
Yes, but I still got him in the cage. He listens to me very well. I'm going to let him loose.
Round 10?
Round 10 or 11. Let him play.
That's going to make it difficult for the fans to materialize.
At number 9, we have possibly the cringiest ring entrance in boxing history, and that's some feat considering the array of idiots that have blessed our screen over the years. I'm sure this is one Scott Quigg would like to forget, as he literally blocks anyone on Twitter that sends him the link to this odd ring walk he performed back in the early stages of his career.
Is it my life or my legacy? Do I fight for my life or my legacy? I stand amongst giants, walk tall with legends, technical or total, but you can pick your preference. Devil on my side, angel on my shoulder, and with the hitman in my corner, your reign is over. End of story, for you I'm on the road to glory, the road to greatness, rubbing shoulders with the A-list, naming bright lights, top of the bill, fight night, soon be out of sight, right? Sorry, that's my past life. When I was a shooting star, now I'm the sun shining brightly. You best protect yourself, or damage to your health is likely. And watch what you say, cause it's a new day. All the local boy will bury you, check my wordplay. I put the work in, yeah, I've paid my dues. An inspiration to these kids, cause I never lose. And I didn't choose nothing, this shit was meant for me.
Keeping in the mood of the embarrassing ring walks. At number 8, we have every boxer's worst nightmare. Putting on your favorite track, walking to the ring like a badass, and then falling over the ropes like a jackass. Unfortunately, that was the case for Monty Barrett back in 2008 when he ventured to the UK to take on the rising British star David Haye.
Ladies and gentlemen, from New York, USA, Monty Two Guns Barrett!
Nigga, my gun go off. You see the barrel turning, you feel the hose burning. Nigga, now you learning. Nigga,
Whoa, Monty Barrett not hanging around. And maybe he should have taken his time and thought about that ring entrance, because it was a slip and a stumble and a tumble from the man they called Two Guns, who's given us the full Monty this week. Not enough money for food, his hotel room was too small, but now he says he's in a happier state of mind and he's come here to fight.
Coming in at number 7, we have the prime example of what not to do when you're clearly ahead on the judges' scorecards in a fight. Nate Campbell learned his lesson the hard way back in March 2004 when he faced the Bomber, Robbie Pedden, live on Fox Sports Saturday Night Fights for the USBA Super Featherweight title.
I don't know if he knows how bad Pete is hurt right now. I mean, he just straightened Pete right up with that shot. Oh, there's a left hand by Pete, and down goes Campbell. That's it. What a shock. What a shock. Nate Campbell all but had that fight won with those body shots. Stood up, played with his opponent, was completely overconfident with his hands down, and against the guy without one punch power, got hit right on the chin with a perfect left hook and was knocked out. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that. You're absolutely right.
Coming in at number 6, we have the very unexpected sex change of former boxing promoter Frank Maloney.
Hi, my name is Kelly Maloney, formerly known as Frank Maloney, top boxing promoter.
Frank's got his Union Jack kid on. Do you reckon you've got the right clothes and the right man to do it again?
Definitely. I mean, that punch would have knocked anyone out.
Now, before we offend anyone, we understand being born in a different gender's body must be very tough, and we are not mocking anyone for making the brave move of having a sex change operation. But Frank Maloney was one of the biggest UK boxing promoters in the last 30 years. He was involved with some huge stars in his time, notably taking the heavyweight great Lennox Lewis from rags to riches in the 90s. He later retired from boxing in 2013 and 2 years later made the big announcement that he was now Kelly Maloney. The British press jumped all over the bizarre story, and within a few weeks of the operation, she even participated in Britain's largest reality show, Big Brother. In all fairness, Kelly held herself together during the process for the most part, but as she clashed with former professional boxer Audley Harrison in the house, it made for some slightly cringy TV for boxing fans.
Alright, I know you know me as Frank Maloney, but I can't help my gender issue. I can't help what I'm going through. And
let's have a word, let's have a chat, let's change the battery.
I know, but all I've asked for is tolerance and acceptance. I wish you'd have spoke to me man to woman when I first walked into the house and said, you know what, Kelly or Frank, I've got an issue with you.
No, but it wasn't I had it. No.
To be nominated because I'm transsexual, I think is very wrong. No.
At number 5, we have a story that we admittedly never heard of here at Boxing Legends before doing the research for this video. The Armenian warrior Arthur Abraham is widely portrayed as a man's man in the sport of boxing. His countless wars against top names like Carl Froch, Andre Ward, and Jermaine Taylor are just a few of many. That's why we were shocked when we found some rare footage of him participating on the German TV show Let's Dance back in 2010. His embarrassing efforts were heavily criticized by the judges, and he left the show after appearing on just one episode. Coming in at number 4, we have easily one of the most bizarre endings to a fight in the history of boxing. What's the most important thing to remember to do before a fight? Arrive at the venue on time? Make sure you bring your boxing equipment? Or how about take a quick trip to the restroom to avoid total embarrassment? Unfortunately, the former WBA welterweight champion Andrew Lewis made that critical error back in 2006 when he faced Denny Dalton for the second time. He was reportedly heard moaning and groaning throughout the early stages of the fight. And despite being ahead on all 3 judges' scorecards, towards the end of round 7, he bolted out of the ring in a desperate attempt to make it to the restroom.
Damn! I knew I should have eaten all that hot sauce. Come on, man! Come on out of there! Come on out of there!
I wouldn't recommend anybody going there for at least 35, 45 minutes. That's pretty bad. I don't know what happened.
Get the fuck out of my face, Taylor!
Fortunately for him, he made it there without defecating on himself, but it ultimately meant he lost the fight by a technical retirement. He was later quoted, "I must have drank a dodgy milkshake before the fight, and I'm not bothered I lost because I was seconds away from sheer embarrassment." At number 3, we saw the former 1988 Olympian Anthony Hembrick perform an outrageously long dance before his fight with Booker T. Word back in 1990. He had built up an undefeated record of 14-0 and perhaps got a bit carried away with his past performances as he appeared to be overlooking his opponent. Given he's on this list, I am sure you guys can imagine what happened next.
Quickly, last time we saw him, he looked extremely loose, very confident, and he puts on a show. Hembrick, he has that Magic Johnson, Isaiah. Oh, and he has the smile wiped off his face. It may be over. Booker T. Word has come into the backyard of Anthony Hembrick and taken him out.
Well, he has 11 KOs, now 12 out of 17 wins. And he's showing us why, because he has got some power. We knew that he was a good body puncher, and reaching up to the head, he was able to use that power too.
Not many words are needed to describe number 2. One of the most viral boxing videos of all time came about in 2010 when Uzi Ahmed faced Ashley Sexton for the British flyweight title.
It's the right hand, and he's
been having success with that since the opening bell. Oh, what a knockout! No way he'll get up from that. Fight's over. Ashley Sexton wins in amazing style, but our concerns straight away go to Usman Ahmed because that was a very, very heavy fall.
Before we look at number 1, here are some honorable mentions.
19 years, I had a great career.
Carl, do you want to ask Floyd Mayweather a question?
I wanted to ask you, Floyd, if you don't mind. In my last fight, before I knocked out George Groves at Wembley Stadium in front of 80,000 fans, I'm
getting things up.
And ending strong. Down he goes. A right hand. He's in trouble.
He's in real trouble.
It's over.
Oh, man. What a turn of events.
At number 1, we have the infamous leaked cross-dressing photos of Oscar De La Hoya. In late 2007, photographs featuring De La Hoya cross-dressed in the company of a woman who was not his wife were posted on a tabloid website and received extensive publicity across the internet.
You know, it's good to work with guys like Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman, guys that's drug-free. You know, guys that wear suits, guys that dress like men. And of course, you know, I'm sending shots at Oscar De La Hoya because I'm always sending shots at him because, I don't respect the men that dress in drag.
De La Hoya first denied the authenticity of the photos. He identified them as really bad Photoshop edits. However, in De La Hoya's August 2011 interview with Univision, he confirmed that it was indeed him in the leaked 2007 photos.
So that really was Oscar De La Hoya in drag with New York City stripper Milana Drobnil? Let me tell you, yes, it was me, De La Hoya said in an interview with Spanish language network Univision. The boxing legend told the Aquí hay Hora program that he was drunk and high on cocaine when the racy fishnet photos were taken. The New York Post released the shocking pics in November of 2007.
Thanks for watching, fight fans. We hope you enjoyed this countdown. If you did, make sure to hit the like button as it really helps out our channel. Until next time, this is Boxing Legends TV signing off.